Made in Chelsea, Season 17, Episode 11. So glad to see Sophie, one of my favorite people. I like how she's suddenly deciding to get British and decides that she knows everything because I've watched Crown and Victoria. It's like, okay. I don't know, the game at Liv's mum's place was okay. We didn't really get to see anything interesting. The girls and Miles are just gossiping in a corner about Maeva and Jamie, both of whom could just disappear at this point for all I care. Though emotional Habs did get to me. Darn it. Now I actually want her to be happy. I'm such a softie. But to be fair, the majority of my issues are with Two-Faced Jamie, so, I can root for her happiness. It's all good. The best part is Melissa. I know that there were comments earlier by different people about how she's a bit boring or a bit one note, but her face is so expressive. You could literally see the wheels in her head turning when Verity was yapping on about Jamie. And at that point, the thing in my head was that, oh my God, this Verity, she misreads signals left, right, and center. She's basically so clueless. And it's just, I still don't like her at this point. And I'm glad that Maeva admitted that she still loves Miles because it was so obvious to everyone. And all the lying that she was doing in the games that she was playing, it was just a little bit sad because everyone was seeing through it. Miles was super honest with Sophie. And I was surprised at that when he said, when he said that the vision that he's seeing of Maeva is not Maeva. It's his ideal Maeva. It's his perfect Maeva. And that's not reality. And the fact that he was mature enough to recognize this really surprised me. And I appreciated that. And I hope that, when people watch it, they pick up these small things to say, you know what? That's interesting. I need to keep that in my mind when I'm living my life, that what I'm envisioning may not be the real person. That was cool. The Hugo date with Amelia and Verity was so awkward. There's no chemistry there, just people trying really hard to have a storyline. I don't even understand. Again, why are they on the show? Do not know. They should go. Not enough of Rosie. She was barely there for a blink. Come on, I'm loving her. She's the only new-ish girl that I like. I need more of Rosie. Love Liv. I think that she's still suffering from a bit of hair insecurity. So I really hope that she sees, how beautiful she is regardless, because she's one of my favorite people on the show. I want her to be good. I want her to be emotionally good. So I hope that she is. Fred was funny with his nurse shark Jamie. He just called Jamie a shark. And then when Verity was like, no. That's my Jamie. You don't call him a shark. Then he tried to make it into a good shark. And I'm like, really? Come on. Everyone knows what Jamie's like. And we accept him for who she is. For who he is. A bloody ass. Anyway. Verity is just trying so hard to spin this Jamie storyline when he's not here. So it sounds as if she's just trying to lay the groundwork with everybody, saying, me and Jamie, we're a thing. You don't know it, but we're a thing. It's so weird. And the girls are right. It's going to be so embarrassing when it comes out that it's Habs and not her. This is a lesson learned, people. Do not go around telling everyone that a boy likes you when you haven't even talked to the boy. Hello. Ugh. Have to admit, Miles and Maeva dancing was hot. They did it really well. And Mitten is just hilarious as well. Sweet, smart Jamie is not, smart enough to see this coming fallout with Verity. I'm actually feeling a bit sorry for her. She's got horrible taste in men. How she went from James to Jamie, just both complete cads, is beyond me. I love when on the date, Verity, with, the pseudo date with Verity and Jamie, she's like, I'm happy to spend some time with you when Habs doesn't show up. And Jamie's face was frozen. He's like, does Habs always show up? And yeah. But take note, people. What Verity did with Jamie, no matter whatever stupid thing she'd done earlier, the way that she handled that conversation with Jamie, I respect that so much. It was so clear. She did not leave anything ambiguous. She asked straight up, do you fancy me? Would you go out with me? Do you want to date me? Where do I stand in this? She kept, Jamie was being so, vague and like brushy-offy and all this bullshit. And she just cut through it and said, I need to know what you feel, what you think, and where we could potentially go. And, wishy-washy Jamie was like just giving Verity glimmers of hope, as if, potentially if the world was spinning on the right axis and the moon and the sun were aligned perfectly, of course I fancy you and we could possibly get to bull pucky. Anyway, at least she got it right in the end, and that, it's not going to go anywhere, so yay. The conversation with Maeva and Miles was a little bit, she was so brave actually when she spoke to Miles. It was actually a bit heartbreaking because everything, and you know from the very beginning she's not stopped loving Miles, right? Everything that she's done, everything that she said, all the boys that she tried, whatever she tried to do, everything was to get at Miles and to get him to see that she's amazing and he's missing out. And she still loves him. I do not know why anyone loves Miles, but whatever, So that was like, it was sad. Yeah. Anyway, so when Verity finally got back to the tea party and they run into Habs, you expect something to happen, but it's just sad and awkward. And then Verity goes in and meets Liv. And Liv, she cannot help herself. She was just like, listen, it was about Habs. It was not about you. Stop saying it was about you. It wasn't about you. And has anyone else noticed the similarity between Habs and Verity? Jamie didn't know Habs all that well. Went on full bat for Habs to screw Sam. And that's the truth. Jamie didn't know Verity that well. Went on full bat for Verity to screw James. And that's the truth. I'm telling you, whenever Jamie thinks that someone else is doing decent, he has to screw it up. And then he gets full on with the girls. And people don't understand why. Because he's freaking cuckoo. Okay, obviously I have issues with Jamie. I have mentioned this before. Fine. Anyway, it was a good idea that Liv told her, because if she was going to keep opening her mouth, someone would have told her sooner or later. She'd just be making a fool of herself. So, good thing that Verity knows the truth now. I'm also really proud of Habs. She kept standing up to Jamie. She wasn't giving in to the peer pressure to date him because she never wanted to date him. She never saw Jamie like that. From the very beginning, you could tell she thought that, he was a good friend. That's it. That he had her back during this whole Sam fiasco. That's it. I don't think that she wants him. He can delude himself all he wants, but she never wanted you, Jamie. She never did. The preview of the next episode has drama going on and shades of Maeva that I'm not happy to see, but overall, it was an average episode because people's situations didn't change. Nobody really grew. In the end, they all ended up where they were in the beginning. The only surprising thing is I'm actually ending this episode for a little bit of empathy for Verity and Maeva. Because, they're getting played. They're getting played by these boys. And they just need to be smarter. And they are smart. I mean, you could see them coming out of it. But they just need to protect their heart a little bit more. Because these boys are just playing with them. And honestly, someone needs to punch them in the head. Okay, fine. No violence on TV. But still, really pathetic boys. Where are the good guys? Give me my Digby and my Sam back. I miss Sam so much. Okay, I cannot end every episode like this. Decent episode, not that great. Completely skippable if you already like Amelia, Verity, and Maeva. If you don't like them, then maybe you should watch it because you might feel something. Okie dokie then. We'll see what happens next week. Bye-bye.